Well, in that sense, Cody, let's go to the USC Pharmacy prescription to win. We got to get into the keys to the game. First up, USC must pick up where it left off before its bye week.
Yeah, it's tough when you come off of, a 3-game stretch, having great momentum, great rhythm, especially the Stanford game. It felt like we really picked it up and played a complete football game as opposed to the first 2 games. But then you go into a bye week, you lose a little bit of that momentum. You're going to your first road game of the year as well. So it's very important to not treat this as a week 0 or a week 1 game. Let's understand, hey, we've already played 3 games. This is week 4 of the season for us. Let's pick up where we left off and hit the ground running and continue to keep that momentum, especially when the schedule is going to get tougher as the season goes on.
Now, I know the second key is simple, but it's true when you're playing a game like USC will on Saturday. Play clean football on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, when you're playing an Arizona State football team that's dealing with injuries, having to play some backups, this is a game that USC should win. You don't want to hurt yourself, right? And what I mean by that on the offensive side of the ball, let's eliminate turnovers. Let's eliminate penalties. We don't want to give Arizona State extra opportunities with the football. And then on the defensive side of the ball, let's get off the field, especially on third down. No holding penalties, no PI penalties. Don't allow them to get extra drives, extra momentum. And if we can do that, then USC should win this football game.
Now, the third and final key to the game is something that head coach Lincoln Riley alluded to in his Tuesday press conference. The Trojans must lean on one another in their first road game of the year.
Yeah, USC has had the luxury of playing 3 home games in a row to start the season. Now this is your first real test, traveling, going on the road. A lot of question marks, especially for these freshman players who've never played an away game at the college level. And some of these newcomers, right? You're playing your first game with some of these transfer players, with some of these older guys as a unit on the road in Tempe, which is normally a hostile environment. Obviously, this team's struggling a little bit, so I don't know what the atmosphere will be like. But nonetheless, it's that us against the world type of feeling. You got to come out and play together and lean on one another and go out there and get the victory.